Breaking news, viewers. An Iranian minister has called on people to form human chains at power plants across the country to denounce the US bombing threats against these facilities. Big development coming in from Iran. Ali Reza Rahimi, who is Iran's Deputy Minister of Youth and Sports, has called on Iranians to form human chains at power plants across the country at 2 p.m. local time. That is around 13 hours before Trump's deadline for the Strait of Hormuz to reopen. Rahimi said this on social media: "We will stand hand in hand to say attacking public infrastructure is a war crime." Rahimi's appeal came after President Trump threatened to rain hell on Tehran if it did not make a deal by his deadline to open the Strait of Hormuz. There are less than 24 hours to go for this deadline to expire. And now what we're picking up, the breaking development that's coming, is that an Iranian minister has called on people to form human chains at power plants across the country. If you're just joining us, we have Dr. Gunaratna here with us on the broadcast. Professor, coming back to you regarding what we've just learned, how Iran is placing human chains around its power plants and crucial infrastructure. Clearly, Iran is not taking this threat lightly or this deadline lightly.
Certainly, Iran has seized the initiative by calling its citizens to move to the power plants, and that itself will prevent the United States from targeting the power plants. So I believe that it is so important for there to be consideration before the United States target the power plants, because if there is huge loss of Iranian life, I believe that the Iranian people will not, even at a later date, ever revolt against the Iranian state. So what is key is, if countries want there to be a democracy, a stable government in Iran, and people, and that is central in the fight.
And also, Dr. Gunaratna, less than 24 hours to go for that. And what we were just discussing is that there is a very high chance now that this might just be the final deadline and the US would go. Coming to what we've just learned from Iran, will this deter the US from carrying out what they plan to carry out? Will this deter the US from having its power plant day if they have human chains?
Certainly, the United States will not strike the power plants if there are human chains. It is because the United States protocol for conducting operations is very clear that it should not target civilians. And of course, it would be a violation of international law. US will think another way of conduct risk killing Iranian citizens, because President Trump himself was very hopeful that after the elimination of the Ayatollah and the Iranian leadership, that the civilians will rise against the regime. But it didn't happen. So if he targets the power plants and kills a lot of civilians, of course, his mission will never succeed.
This is a very, very grave development. If this actually happens, if Iran does this, it's going to really put the US in a fix. This war is anywhere from tapering down, and it's only intensifying. Dr. Gunaratna, thank you so much for making time. Always a pleasure speaking with you. There will be more to discuss. Would look forward to having you with us.
Thank you.